Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Iyanda Siraj, the Eclectic High Priestess. I hope that I'm finding you well in good spirits. If you are new here, then welcome, welcome, welcome. It's my pleasure to share this space with you. If you are returning, then same goes, but what up, fam? All right, so today we have a new moon reading. We have 6 options. So right now, just take a minute and just, breathe in real deep. Hold that joint for 4 seconds and exhale. Okay. Let your intuition tell you which pile is for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. 1 through 6. Okay. So today what we're looking at is we're going to see what if this new moon is bringing you a new you, a new boo, a new Milleu. Right. Okay. So is it a change in you, a new you that's birthing? Is it a new project? Is it new work? Is it new love? Is it a new location, environment? Like, what is it for you? Okay. And then we're going to get some advice and some guidance kind of like about how we need to move, you know what I'm saying, in this new season. So, I think that's it. I did the pick a card. I have some of the cards already pulled out, but I am going to add at the end, and we're going to end with a little ritual or spell that you can do for this this new moon, or in this new moon cycle in general. Okay, so let's move into the collective message. Okay, the collective message. Now, I use the bottoms of the decks from when I was creating the piles, and you guys have for the collective the Child, the Six of Wands in reverse, the King of Pentacles, Dissipating, and Secret Sketches. Okay, so for this message, okay, oh, and then from the liminal space deck, we have the Not My Monkeys, Not My Circus. Okay. So just the other day on my Insta, that was actually something I was inspired to post was don't join the circus if you ain't a clown. Okay. Only you can decide whether you're going to be a clown or not. And then you decide that by choosing what to engage in. If you engage in every little thing, all these little foolish games and everything that are going around, then you just take on your clownhood, right? You just masked on up. Okay. But otherwise, it's like, if it's not my problem, if I know that these people are not my people anyway, why am I like playing with them? Okay. Now, when I was looking and I just picked this up, the Tribe of Dreams card was behind it, and I couldn't overlook it. So it just lets me know that whatever thoughts you had about these people being your people, that's not the case. You realize that they're not your people. What does this say? The dream always comes disguised as the nightmare, but it was in reverse. So this is saying you've been given this benefit of the doubt for a long time. Ooh, shoot, look at that. An offering from God, an offering from the universe. So I feel like because you are stepping away from some of these things that you already identified are not necessarily yours. Now, it doesn't make them good or bad. Okay. Now that's going to be your situation, how you decide that plays out, what categories you put everybody and everything into. But for me, this feels like personally, you are stepping out of like childhood, right? And when I mean childhood is saying you're stepping out of a sense of naivety when it comes to accepting people into your life, when it comes to maintaining your boundaries. It's saying that you're maturing and you're growing up, basically. Okay. I get the sense that also with the Six of Wands in reverse, that you basically just kind of like didn't have really a sense of self, who you are personally. And so this means that, the childlike energy means that you were kind of like following trends. You just want to be like everybody else, or, kind of like mapping your life after someone else's. And this happens. So it's no qualms about it, right? But I do feel as if, you don't want to do that anymore. You really want to be authentic to yourself. And I feel like the reason you're doing this is because you realize that, oh, damn, yep, abundance was right under it in reverse. So you feel like it's depleting your energy, it's depleting your resources, energetic resources. It's making you not be able to trust yourself because this is solar plexus, and solar plexus are like, it's almost like that your womb intuition type of thing, right? And so I feel as if you feel like it's just deteriorating your life in general. You don't feel abundant around these people. You don't feel valued around these people. Yeah, look, right under that is despondence. This is how everybody's looking at you. It's like you really don't feel like this is your place. And this person here is kind of like, I mean, I think he's hiding behind a newspaper, but it made me think of a map, honestly. So it just makes me feel like this person could be looking for somewhere else to be. You know what I'm saying? And I also feel like there's this smoke and mirrors episode here. I say episode, but whatever. Okay. There's smoke and mirrors. And I feel like that's what you realize. It's like whatever you thought this was going to be, as far as kind of like your tribe and feeling welcome, it just didn't turn out that way, right? Now, what I do realize is, though, it did give you a sense of independence and teach you how to like manage yourself, manage your emotions. It seems like there was a lot of energy here that wanted to keep you ungrounded or tested your ability to maintain grounded. You're maintaining your grounding in these situations, right? I feel like your fight or flight reaction has been altered. It's been changed, and I think that that's a beautiful thing, because that is one of the more immature responses to drama, okay, to pain and to chaos, is the, okay, I'm just going to run or I'm going to fight. And so I don't think that you're in that polarity or that dichotomy anymore. I feel like you are finding your happy medium to where things don't get you going so much. And I'm picking up energy of observing yourself more closely, which this card also gave me that energy, because she's watching the TV, but the TV is yellow too. So for me, the yellow is Oshun, right? And when I'm watching this would say I'm watching my inner mirror, which represents Oshun and the solar plexus, right? So for me, it's like you're watching this mirror, and it's like you're in there and you're doing these things, and people are, there's things triggering you, and you're reacting and you're watching it, right? So now you are the observer, and you're not just in there just arbitrarily responding to things and letting them spiral out of control and then trying to catch up with them. So this is really good. Okay, I do feel as if whatever this cycle is that you are closing out from the full moon, it's really a maturity that's happening, and it's going to help save your resources. It's going to help save your energy reserves. It's going to help you to decide energy management, right? Energy management. I think the beautiful part about this is that you're not needing to make anybody the cause of your pain. It's like you're making decisions now in this place, and you're owning your decisions. Okay. So like if you choose something and you felt kind of weird about it, but you chose it anyway and it ends up to be a dud, it's like you're taking that, and you're not holding any grudges against yourself or against anybody. You're allowing your experience to be yours, the good, the bad, the ugly. Okay. So with the secret door that's opening, I'm going to show you guys the door. It's a blue door. So I do see some clairvoyant energy here, and some third eye energy here, where you are also hearing voice. So okay, so there's something here about like the print that you're leaving, because this door talks about secret sketches. The little limerick says, "Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find." So I do feel as if this whole thing, for the collective, is that we're now realizing that, these situations, these people, not only did we need them to grow and learn, but that we are sketching out some part of their story for them as well, right? We are helping them to analyze. We are helping them to expand, to transcend these different things that have been keeping them bound. Okay. So this is one of those things where when people talk about being healers, one of the easiest way to be a healer is just to be you and explore the world, because now every person that you come into contact with, you're going to have a unique perspective to give them, because they've never met you before. So so that's something that I'm hearing. I think that you're going to be valuing your own spark, your own, what is it, je ne sais quoi, is that how you say it, French? But your own energy, your own value, things that you add to other people. It doesn't have to be this, I keep saying this to the collective, but it doesn't have to be this grandiose thing. You can literally be there with a hug when a person needs a hug, or with a compliment when a person needs it, some motivation. I watched a video just today of this man. He was skateboarding, and he was trying to get this skate trick right. He's outside in like a public square, and there's this group of women. They were Black women, I just need to say, because Black women are so motivational. Anyway, They were Black women, and they were all out there just like cheering him, and you could tell that they didn't know him, but they did not want him to give up. So every time he came down, I think it was like 6 times in the video that he came down it, and they screamed, they yelled, they clapped, they clapped, and then the last clip was him getting it. They all, high five, shook hands, hugged, and I think that that's just beautiful energy because they're just walking down the street and they were able to affect that man's, who knows, they could have kept walking. He could have gave up after the second try. Right. And so whatever he needed in that moment to keep trying, they were giving. Okay. And I think that that's something that you're realizing about you, is that at any given moment as a passerby, as a matter of fact, when we talk about liminal space is literally spaces of transition, hallways, break rooms, waiting areas, pathways, and things like that. The liminal space is the transitionary space. It's you've left one space and you haven't quite made it to the new space, right? That's what the liminal space is. So I do feel as if you are a light on other people's path, right? And you're becoming more aware of that truth and you're accepting it. Okay. All right, collective. I think that's all we got for us. I don't think we need to do we don't need to do any expounding on that. I think we can move on. Let's see. Group 1, 11, 17. Okay. All right. So for group 1, I'm going to show you the door that you chose. Okay. So this reads, heart healing. Morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing hearts. Okay, so initially, even before I read it, I said emerging because this is coming up out of a tomb or out of a healing chamber, right? You're coming up out of a space, a liminal space, right? This is the liminal space, the stairway. So you're ascending on this stairway. You've left the chamber itself, but you're on these steps and you're taking your steps closer to, taking you further and further towards the light. Okay, towards your life purpose, towards your abundance, towards this undying sense of joy. Okay, and these steps are tied to not just the things that you're leaving behind, because this culture, this healing culture, talks too much about what we're leaving behind. So many things and so many people still get to go with us. Okay, and so I think that these steps, this liminal space, is speaking about more than just what you're leaving in the chamber, but what you're bringing up to the surface too, and all of the value that it has. Okay. So let's just try to make sure that in this culture, we're not, I talked about this maybe a year or two ago. It's like we're snipping things out, snip, snip, snip. We're just so scissor happy because it's like, yeah, I just want to feel lighter. I want to feel free. Okay, well, okay, great, if that's what needs to happen, but let's not focus on just that. There's so many beautiful things that get to transcend with us, that grow with us, that expand with us. And this includes people. Okay. Okay. So group 1. Okay. Let me not put the cards on the thing because I realize that makes noises and I don't want to do that to y'all. Let me move these out of the way because they're going to be in my way for sure. All right. Okay, so let's move on to you guys' cards. So yeah, we're emerging for y'all. Emerging, and I think it's like an inventory. The gate is open and you've already walked out through the gate, through the doorway itself, and you're just taking these steps. You're rebuilding yourself. You're planning. I even feel like you're setting intentions. We're new moon time. So you're emerging from some people from the dark night of the soul. Okay. Taking inventory. So let's see what other cards we have here. For liminal space, we have no one is coming for you. Okay. Right out the gate. Page of Swords in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Recovery. I like that. Poverty. Okay. And bittersweet. Again, this is definitely speaking to not just focusing on the things we're leaving behind. Now, for you, if you chose group 1, this is a new you and a new Milleu. Okay, so that means it's a new you and a new environment. Okay, I don't necessarily see anything about no new boo yet, but maybe that's coming in due time. All right, so maybe you have some codependency issues that you just got done coming through, or maybe you've been faced with them and now you're going to transcend that, okay, on this stairway. Maybe that's what you're doing. No one is coming for you is one of those things that talks about codependency, mustering up your own strength, your own courage, your own ability to get through it, okay? So with no one coming for you and this stairway, it's giving you, I feel like you came to that realization that nobody could save you but you, that the things that you've been just like waiting for someone to show up with, you had to pull them out of you. You know what I'm saying? You had to go source them. Even if you didn't feel like you had them in you, you had to go source them, because it wasn't like you was just going to get nobody to give them to you. With the Page of Swords in reverse, I think it's time to let something go. Okay, so this is talking about something that you're leaving behind. This could be a specific person for somebody. Okay, now this person, I would feel like they would, okay, let me say it like this. There's some sense of illusion that's fallen away surrounding this person or this endeavor, okay? And remember, we talked about for the collective, like a naivety or like giving too much benefit of the doubt. I feel like that might be a situation here, because at some place you're coming to realize that you just do not get what you've given. You have been a savior. You have helped people through their hard times, okay? Even when you were going through stuff, if you felt like you had a word, you offered a word. If you didn't have nothing else but a word, you gave it, okay? And so wow, I just heard you're better than this, or you deserve better than this, okay? So that's why this is talking about this. I feel like this is telling you whatever choice, whatever urge like you feel to replant yourself right now, you're definitely supported in that, and it's definitely due, I think, because it's like with this card here, I just feel like you're navigating through dark space. You are the light and you're navigating through dark space, so it's almost like there's no one even capable of doing for you what you can do for you at this point. And I don't mean to make that so isolating, because I get that feeling that this can be kind of isolating, realizing that the help that you've been wanting definitely couldn't come from this group or from these people or whatever the situation, okay? It's bittersweet because I feel like these might be actual family members. I mean, actual family and friends that you once depended on. Like we talked about in the collective message, not my circus, not my monkey, not my circus. So it's saying that these are not my people. Tribe was in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like that's beautiful. I think you are recovering from some type of like imposter syndrome or and codependency. Definitely emerging from some type of painful place. I feel like being like, I'm hearing somebody being ghosted. I'm feeling like somebody, not, if not just ghosted, but general abandonment issues. Okay. Just general abandonment issues. And then I also feel a sense of lack mentality that is also being left behind or balanced. Okay. In this new chapter. Yeah, if you've been thinking about resources, I get the feeling that you had to detach from a lot of material concepts. Even if you weren't someone who collected material things, you still might have maintained some type of hoarding mentality. Okay, you want to keep all that you can keep, and so that's probably why you ended up in that healing chamber, because it all got too heavy. It all got too heavy. Okay. Okay, and then this Page of Swords in reverse is really like talking to me. Let me see if I can pull one more card. Right. Okay. So this Page of Swords is a person who's been in your business too much. Okay. And I think that this person has crossed a lot of boundaries. Overstepped boundaries is what I'm trying to say. This person is a habitual line stepper, okay, in your life. Yeah, because they're showing up as the Chariot. And so that means that they have like they're determined to be in control of whatever you have going on. This could have created codependency for you, and that's now, as they're releasing you, you're able to heal your codependency. Not that you were codependent on them, but you were playing it out somewhere else, it seems like. But when where they finally are releasing you, or you are setting that boundary with them, it's like you can finally heal this sense of like, because if somebody's always offering you support and you take it, it's like you can get used to that. You move into a place of like thinking that you need it or always expecting it. You can forget your own strength, your own ability to do things, to get things done. Okay, so I like this. These two tarot cards you ended up with, recovery and the Chariot of strength or will. So it's saying like you're recovering your strength and personal will, okay, to progress, to grow, to evolve, okay? And I think also I heard somebody say it's a two-seater, okay? So I'm also feeling that you very much have decided that you don't want to carry everybody else in general. Like, although you feel bad that they might be left behind, but it's like you're like, no, I don't want anybody to get in my ride anyway. So one person in there is only one person, and it might be able to squeeze another person in there. That's it. One more person or two small people, okay? but I like this energy because it's just like you're like habitual line steppers, they're crossing the line, you cutting them out, okay? So let's go ahead and see kind of like what our cards want to add. The number 10, dang, yeah, y'all graduating out of this. Definitely ending a cycle. See, I just saw fake love, ending a cycle of people. And I just realized, okay, when I focus on me, secret meeting place, dance the dance. Okay. Okay, I don't like that I took those out, so we're putting them back in. And we're going to wait till some more come out. How about that? Because I'm like, you picked those out yourself tonight. Okay, so number 10, and when I focus on me. So yes, 10, that cycle ending. When I focus on me, saying you're drawing back your energy like we already spoke about. Okay, no one is coming for me. So I'm going to have to focus on me and get myself out of here, right? I'm going to have to do whatever I need to do to get out of here, okay? So is there anything else here with this one? Community, okay. So yeah, I think, see, this is a tricky one because it just feels like friendship and community is here. Yeah, I just heard you can't catch your blessings with both hands full. So I do feel like, these connections, relationships, projects, ideals that you are releasing literally make room for the real thing to come in, right? And I'm also hearing for demonstration purposes. So it's like now you know how to assess. I feel now you know how to assess. You no longer feel guilty for walking away from things that are not right for you. I love that. Because you realize how easy it is for other people to walk away when it's not good for them, right? And although it may hurt you, it's a valuable lesson that they have for you too, right? Okay, what else do we have here for group 1? He or she is mine, swift. Yeah, I told you, codependency. Someone definitely has like as a need to have you around or has some type of attachment to you when it comes to like maybe like in general, maybe just your light, right? And your energy, which always creeps me out when people say, hey, I mean, we really need your energy. I don't know why that creeps me out so, but it just feels like super vampiric. And I know not everybody means that, but it just creeps me out when people say it like that. You can say it so many different ways. Oh man, I would love to see you, anything, but hey, I need your energy. Like, okay. It makes me feel weird. Okay, so we have education. No, yeah, I feel like somebody learned some lessons for sure. Quick lessons. Oh, that's what I'm saying. You're closing out karmic lessons and cycles very quickly at this pace now, at a really quick pace now, I mean. And I love that because it's like you're focusing on you, the star player. And because you're in tune with you, the star player, and that's where your focus is, you're not getting lost in the rabbit holes that everybody's presenting. Okay. What did the guy, he's a friend of mine, he said they're all projections And so, like, when you engage with them, when you put so much energy into engaging with them, you accept that projection. You accept that projection. So then you go act it out. And then you like have to finish that up before you can get back to where you were supposed to be going. Okay. So, fallen angels, damn. Yep. See, they try to keep you, man. They try to keep you. Guarantee. Okay. With that guarantee card, I do feel as if there's one of those things like it is time and forerunner. Okay. I think it's telling you that that what you're doing. It's not giving you advice. It's telling me exactly what you've done and what you are doing. I hear that it's time to bet on me. You know what I'm saying? Brush the chip off your shoulder. It's time to bet on me. So it's like you're emerging from this darkness and you're betting on yourself. Okay. If you move into a community, actually, a community is coming for you because you've learned the lessons, you've done the inner work, and the promise. The promise is not that you have to be alone. The promise is that you have support. The promise is that the resources that you need will always be available to you. That's the promise. Okay. So when you walk the path, that's the promise, I should say. Okay. So I do feel like it is time. I think forerunner. Okay. I think you might be the one who changes a dynamic, a long held dynamic in your family or your community in general. And that's beautiful because whatever it is that you're doing, like I said, you learn from the people who hurt you how to set boundaries and do what makes yourself happy. So now the people that you're having to do that to are now learning the same lesson. It's like a passed down lesson, handing me down lessons, hand me down lessons. Okay. So now, okay, so what ritual or spell can group one do to support them during this new season with this new moon energy? Okay, I see this. Let's see, what's this? Everyday spells. Tranquility incantation. For inner peace, take a walk in the woods and bring a stick, 7 leaves from an ash or oak tree, 7 stones, and matches. With the stick, draw a circle on the ground and mark 4 directions, north, east, south, and west. Arrange the stones and leaves at the center of the circle. Say, good luck rises for me in the east. My music rises in the south. My wishes rise in the west. From the north, peace and calm will come to me. My dreams will come true, and so it is. So that's your new moon incantation. So I feel like this is talking about having peace of mind about your manifestations and about your new Milleu. Okay, I think that there is understanding or being able to see more clearly where these things are coming from. Okay, and I don't mean like the whole story, but I mean that they're coming and you get a sense of direction about where you need to be when they show up. Okay. And I feel like that's a thing. Like, where you need to be when this blessing or this new opportunity or this new love shows up. For you is the new Milleu and the new you. So now I feel like this is telling you where you're about to take this energy, this new energy that is you. All right, that's group 1. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, make sure you pause it. I don't know. I didn't tell y'all this, but pause it at that incantation so y'all can get the information. What did I say? Pause it. You can't pause it and get the information. Don't mind me then, y'all. Just don't listen to what I got to say because I don't know what I'm talking about apparently. All right, so group 2. Okay, group 2. And I wish I had somebody to do timestamps, bro. That would be so helpful because I just be over here. All right, so group 2. Let's see. Ooh, your door looks bomb. Oh, did y'all have 2 doors? Oh, no, y'all have 1. Here's your door. Ooh, I love that. Look at the moon. It says, draw down the moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight. Singing soft songs, find us in the wild. Good night. Ooh, I feel like you might be connecting to fae, nature spirits. I mean, it did say nymphs, but I feel like fae, nymphs, fairies, whatever. Like, let's just throw them all in there because it just feels like, oh, I'm also hearing plant spirits too. I put some plant essences or some new essences out for this cycle. Lavender, palo, calendula, rosemary, right? So for some of you, that might be a thing. I'm not sure. Herbalism might be coming up for you, but also it just feels like interlocking or connecting. I'm gonna try to see this. Look how they did the moon. Look how they did the O's. So I do feel like there might be some type of union. Okay, all right, now I love it because it's two rings, right? So some type of agreement. I mean, and this door looks like when you walk out, you about to jump. Like you about to. It's like no, you don't even know what's out there. It's like you walked. Oh, I'm hearing come to the edge. Come to the edge. So I do feel like a lot of you are. If you picked group 2, you might be being called to connect with the moon very deeply. Go outside, sit under it, gaze, really soak up the energy. I'm hearing put your crystals out. Okay, so you might need to charge your amulets and your tools. Not everybody thinks, no, not everybody does it all the time, and you don't really have to, right? But I think this might be a significant time, especially if you have crystals that are associated with heart healing, inner child healing, mother healing, or mother wound, father wound healing, codependence, all those things. Okay. If you have stones that help with those things, it will be a good time to charge them. So I like that doorway. Let's look at the liminal space card. Mama Aya. Okay, it's in reverse, but I'll let you guys look at her. So again, this is another card speaking of how nature, okay, and Mama Aya is actually ayahuasca. So plant spirits, like I said, right? But I think that the significance of this eye being up in the sky, it really does give me moon vibes. Okay. So I feel like nature, spirit is like, come on. We have all these different things that you can connect with. Choose one. Like now just choose nature in some element, water, grass. I don't care. Just choose one so we can connect. And that's what they're telling you. Now, Mama Aya also, and we talked about mother energy, wound energy. So there's something about being mothered. Okay. Here, I do feel like, okay. I feel like someone is thinking of things. You're thinking of things, remembering things. Okay. And you're ready to just jump off this cliff. Oh, I just saw you take the backpack off and jump. So it's like you don't want the parachute if the parachute is gonna keep you attached to whatever it was in the past. It's like fuck the parachute. If I gotta think about everything that's happened, I'd rather just free fall and let it go. So when I said free fall, I just thought about someone really, really, really releasing control. When you're under the influence of Mama Ayahuasca, you can't really, if you try to control it, you're going to create such a bad trip, for lack of better words. But it becomes that your experience becomes ego, polluted by ego. All right. And it can create some pretty intense experiences, negative experiences, to just be honest. Okay. So now I do feel like that I'm certain that someone has their third eye is actually like fully opening. Okay. Now I know that that's like a whole thing with everybody like, oh, third eye, whoop whoop. But what I'm saying is that there is a sense because you are paying attention to the rhythms of the moon, the rhythms of nature, the rhythms. Because you're paying attention, there is an opening that's happening. Okay. And I was trying to find a different way to say that, but that's exactly what is happening. It's just the opening happening. Okay. I definitely try to make it something else. Now let's see what else we have. We have the 10 of Wands. Okay, group 2. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I just heard that. Okay. What's the song? Lay down your burdens. It's a gospel song, but I don't know any of the rest. That's all I just heard. Lay down your burdens. Okay, so Hanged Man in the upright. I love it. New perspective. That falls right in line. Renewal. Love it, love it, love it. It's root chakra energy. So again, that earth element, that grounding element. And what are you? Bad health. Okay. All right. Let's see what this is about. Okay, so I'm first of all, I'm hearing DNA repair. So I'm not if that's like generational, like traumas that are being released. I'm seeing that somebody is doing what's it called with the pins in your body? Like you lay down and they put those little pins, acupuncture. Someone is doing acupuncture, or acupuncture would support you. I'm also feeling like deep tissue massage because something is about like you have to get in and like actually work work something out. Okay. I'm seeing that because it's like the 10 of Wands is telling me that there's like something that just needs to kind of like be worked out, maybe. And that's actually what you do when you're under the influence of Mama Ayahuasca. You would be working something out. You would be applying pressure to something so that you can have more movement and flexibility in that area. Okay, so things can kind of flow. With the Hanged Man here, I know I do feel a little stagnancy because you didn't feel like somebody didn't feel like they were prepared to take some opportunity, maybe. And I'm also picking up too that stimulus and influence from the physical world is having less and less effect on you. I'm hearing like kind of like, again, like I said, projections. You're seeing it all like you're just supposed to be picking up something from here and moving on, right? Not to say that people don't get to hang around, let's not do that, but in general you're seeing everything like there's something here for me to grab and I'm going to grab it and I'm going to go. I'm not going to waste any more time than's needed. I just feel like that. But you're not accepting impressions of other people either with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like. Yeah, burdensome impressions because it's bad for your health, right? You already know that. I'm also picking up too. So the energy here is definitely new you. Definitely new you for sure. There's definitely an old you dying. Okay. And I said you taking off that backpack and you're jumping. Okay. There was a corny movie I watched. It's called like The Floating Man or The Man Without Gravity or something. And he had this pink backpack and a childhood friend gave him the backpack. And even into adulthood, he would keep that one on. The backpack was filled with weights so that he wouldn't, because he didn't have gravity. So he wouldn't like float off. Okay. So this is the thing. Somebody feels weighed down from childhood. Okay, so your innocence, your playful energy, your imagination, okay, was weighed down by some type of responsibility or something. Maybe not responsibility, but because maybe as a child people didn't understand you. I'm picking up a big Piscean energy, very imaginative, like maybe like even imaginary friends and stuff like that. But for whatever reason, this energy was squashed in you. All right. And it wants to emerge. It wants to emerge. Actually, it don't want to emerge. It wants to buoy you. Like I think the word emerge is interesting because it's like it's just sprouting up. But it's saying that it wants to influence you. It wants to push you, okay? Into renewal, into this new perspective, okay? And with the Hanged Man, it's interesting that it's so many different things, okay? When it's in the upright, it can be just a pause for reflection, or it can be an actual hurdle, right? It can be surrender because you're hanging there, you're just hanging there, and you can actually fight and kick and kick and kick and still be there. Or you can surrender to the fact that you're there. So I do get a feeling, I just get the feeling that somebody might benefit from a specific plant medicine ceremony. If you've been led to do it, this is a time to do it for sure. And that could be anything, whatever your thing is. I'm only saying ayahuasca because it's here, but that can be bufo, that can be cacao, that can be that other thing that they blow into your nose, the tobacco thing that they blow in. It could be any of the things that you feel like will benefit you. I'm hearing blue lotus would be beneficial too for somebody. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the other cards have here for us before we get our ritual for you guys. This is very interesting because I don't feel like the Hangman. I said it is time. Look, divine timing. Stop calling my phone. Stop calling my phone. I told you, leave me alone. Top that bag. Okay, so what did I say? I need to finish that thought about the backpack. The weights that were given to you, the chains that were given to you in childhood, and never really having the choice to just take off the backpack and float and just aimlessly just go wherever you want to go, do whatever you want to do, think whatever you want to think, right? Something about these weights that were given to you. You ready to put them joints down, okay? And you've learned the lesson, which means that when other people come with these potential blockages or potential weights, you identify them. You know, ayahuasca. Mama ayahuasca said, no, now you know what they look like now. I took you through that trip and I showed you everything that was caused by you doing this, letting other people's influence, or like I say, the physical world's influence, fuck with you. Mama ayahuasca is going to take you to another reality, not even another reality, but show you the reality that is waiting. Again, we're in new moon energy. So I think that the new you is the doorway to the new Milleu. But in general, this new moon session or this new moon season is focusing on the new you. All right. And your boundaries. Okay. So what else? Stop calling my phone. Divine timing. I'm picking up something about an alarm, like the time, like setting an alarm for waking you up. Business acumen. Okay, let's go. Business acumen. What's that about? Okay. So for some of you, it's a new job too, a new job offer. You may have turned it down before. I feel like there, whatever it is that the job was before when you turned it down, you didn't see how it was connected to what you do or what you naturally do. So it could have seemed like you weren't qualified or weren't prepared, or that you didn't have enough knowledge, wisdom to take it, like to take it there. So this sounds like something like becoming like being a beginner, like herbalist or something like that, and then getting a job offer from like a pharmaceutical company. Like it's almost like, okay, I just mix little herbs up at home. Like, oh, y'all want me over there? So I feel like there is something here about that. You have a gift of renewal. I'm being led to tell you that you have a gift of renewing people and their energy. So once you recreate you, this new cycle is going to be introducing you to proof validation of that, I think. So it's like, you know, now, but I think this new cycle is going to be enforcing that concept for you. You can renew people. Because I mean, it's not by chance that we have like, and I'm hearing you can make them live longer. Okay. I mean, in general, I guess if you reduce people's stress, if you help them eat healthier, if you're a personal trainer, like you can help them live longer. Okay. So renewal and bad health. So you could be in any of those work environments, have businesses in any of those fields. I feel like this is too in many different areas. Like you could play this out in so many ways. It doesn't have to be a burden figuring out what you're going to do with the gifts, because they all can be used in so many different ways. What else do you have here for group 2 regarding this leap? Ooh, wild card. As I said, this leap, wild card. And I feel like this means that now is the time, and really it doesn't matter what you choose, honestly, like as long as you choose forward. As long as the choice takes you forward, then definitely a time to take Ark of the Covenant. Okay, I love that. So I'm also picking up on some sense of devotion too. So devotion to this new, it's saying that choose something and devote yourself, your whole self to it. Like, you know, like it's saying that devote yourself to it, like you know that every single thing in the universe is conspiring to make sure that it's a success. And so like you want to make sure you do your stuff so you don't drop the ball and have to look at the universe like, oh, sorry, you did all that for me, I'm sorry. So I just feel like devotion to whatever you choose, because it's up to you, whatever you choose. But now is the time. And we have detour. Okay, so that could mean that you're literally like deciding that one thing is not it, and changing the page, like turning it over. A lot of what I'm picking up lately, what I'm picking up from this is like a lot lately is that readers on YouTube, it seems like they're having to pick a side or something like that. And it's kind of conflicting to me because I am the eclectic high priestess, and you know, eclectic literally means like deriving energy or deriving influence from multiple different areas. And so when I see this people say, oh, you have to read tarot or be a prophet. Like you can't be doing prophetic messages with tarot. So I'm seeing this divide, okay? But again, I think it's talking about kind of like what your unique path is. You know, you take this leap of faith, you don't know what's down there, especially when you're combining new things, combining concepts and ideals. You know what I mean? You don't know what that's going to look like or how far it's going to go because nobody's ever done that thing or nobody's ever put those things together before, right? Okay, what else do we have here for group 2? Priorities. Okay, what's that? Okay, I also heard y'all might be avoiding. See, I was gonna say y'all might be avoiding fuck boy because I saw that card. So somebody who definitely, they don't have the best intentions. It doesn't have to be just a man, but they don't have the best intentions or they have self-serving interest. Okay. And since the burden card came out, it definitely speaks to the 10 of Wands being there as well. See, you're dodging this fuck boy in name of your priorities, in name of what you're building. Okay. It's like, and I feel like this card is always seen as a negative, but I just feel like this person has decided and devoted themselves. They're going to put down their head and they're going to be devoted to this process. They're not going to be distracted by anything that's going on around them because they know that this has to be carried to the finish. You know what I'm saying? They can't, if they look away, if this person loosens his grip all of these shits is going to fall. You know what I'm saying? If he loosens it one bit, because look at that. He holding it tight. He got his hands wrapped around them joints. And so any type of distraction could cause him to lose grip of something that is so close to manifesting or so close to turning in their favor. I'm also picking up too something like somebody is tempting you with sex. I ain't telling you what to do, but priorities. Oh, excuse me, guys. I also heard don't get stuck with something. And I hate talking about kids like this, but kids are such a blessing, right? But I just feel like some people literally will intentionally try to like trap you up with babies and stuff like that, just so that you're not focused because they know what it takes. People know what it takes to get things done. And I hate to be the person to tell you that there are people out here doing things like that, creating more responsibility for you in general. The kids is what came to mind, but it can be anything. Somebody creating more like resistance for you, more burden for you, like I said. And I love children, y'all. Don't take it like that, but y'all get what I'm saying. Okay. Direct communication. Okay. So I do feel like you're having to be very clear with somebody. Time out. I think you're having to be very clear, not even with other people, just with other people, but also with yourself because rest is right here. And with that burden card coming out, is definitely saying, that if you are giving someone the time that you usually use for rest, it's only going to be so long before they become a burden. Honestly, yes, follow your intuition. So definitely, you're supposed to cut this person out or this thing out. Do it, and free fall into the future. Like free fall, right your ass into the future. Breakthrough into your breakthrough. Free fall into your breakthrough. This is breakthrough. Mama Ayahuasca is breakthrough. Okay, what's it? Jamila Woods says. She says something about like. I don't mind the tears. I know it's just the water so I can grow. So whatever the grief that comes with it, it's just growing you. It's just watering you. Okay. Ain't nobody a stranger to water unless you selenite. But anyway, we have explore options showing up right there. So I do feel like any urgency to make a decision about something, like make sure that you are taking your time to make the decision, even if it feels like it has a sense of urgency on it. It's like, yes, you need to react quickly, but you also like, if it takes you 10 minutes to read the document, then that's the minimal time that you can, that's the minimal time. Something like that. It's like, don't give no less than 10 minutes. If it takes 10 minutes to read it, then you need to take that 10 minutes, is what I'm trying to say. If they give you 10 minutes to review it, you need to spend that 10 minutes reviewing it, not like sitting around trying to skim it. No, do what you're supposed to do. Do your due diligence, okay? All right, so like what spell or ritual can group 2 do for this new moon or this cycle leading this new cycle in general? We have 2 here, but I'm not going to take both of them. Put them joints back. I'll take that top one. How about that? All right. It's a house spell. Reclaiming your space. Hell yes. Hell yes. Not just internal, not just your house, but your space in the world. Reclaiming your space. Oh my gosh. Like, yes, I love this. Okay, so let's get to it. In order to do any spell work, you must clear the clutter that can create an environment that is not conducive for magic. Banish the old bad energy from your house by casting this spell. Make a tea from mint, preferably peppermint. Once it cools, dip your finger in the tea and sprinkle it throughout your home while reciting, "This space is mine, by will divine. May all the energy here be healed, and so it is by magic sealed." Okay? Okay? All right. Love it. That's y'all spell. Group 2. All right, so let's move on. Group 2. I love that energy though, especially when you talk about doing a house cleansing spell. That's definitely speaking of moving out or moving in. Okay, moving out or moving in. So you might definitely be moving to a new Milleu. I said new you to get to the new Milleu, so that's probably the case for you. All right, group 3. Group 3. Okay. I'm so grateful that y'all don't complain about the pauses, because Lord knows if I try to edit a video, y'all never see it. Okay. So anyway, let's move on to the 3rd doorway. I love this. Something about this is like a key, like a keyhole. And since you're going to walk through it, then you must be the key. You must be the key. Begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now. Here. Okay? So now listen. Something about this, it says that you are the key that opens this door in the first place. So then once you open it, you step to the door, it opens. You step to it, it opens. So whatever instruction you've been getting to show up and it doesn't make sense to you, just show up, because that's the key. That's the key. So for some of you, you're learning to trust your intuition more, your inner guidance more, especially when it comes to risk taking, when it comes to spontaneity, things that come to you and just tell you, oh, do this or do that. Okay. So it seems like this is something that is rising in you. I'm not sure what you guys are dealing with, or like as far as spiritual like gifts and intuition development, but it just seems like there's definitely a sense of you just needing to show up every time. And I don't know if this is called a bonsai tree, but I don't think that's a bonsai tree. Either way, it looks like a tree. It looks like trees that were in the movie The Lion King. So it looks like trees that are like in like desert areas, but it's here in this lush environment. So I'm hearing new Milleu energy for y'all, new environment energy, and I'm hearing replanted for sure. In a new environment, you thrive in this environment. You were great in the other environment, but your endurance, it was more of endurance. You were fighting the elements. You were pushing through. Okay. And so now it feels like you are being replanted into a new environment and you thrive. Everything is rushing to you to support you. Okay. So I love this energy. I love this energy. And I just like how the path even just disappears. So it's almost like this is all so bountiful and lush and green. Okay. Green giving me some heart chakra energy. So if you was walking this dirt path, you can't see the dirt path past that tree. So I just heard something about groundedness, or like finding home. So if there's no path past this tree, then that means that this is it. This is where you're supposed to be, right here. Okay. All right. I love it. For group. Welcome to the liminal space. Now, when we talk about that path, and remember, the liminal space is the transitional period, or the transitional space, hallways, pathways, like I said, waiting rooms and things like that. So you guys got an extra door. So right now, I said new Milleu. For this group, you are literally in the liminal space. You are in the liminal space. And what's keeping you motivated is the promise. I'm just going to keep going back to that because I feel like that's going to hit on everybody's. You just keep the promise in your mind, okay? And that inspires you to act, to speak, to show up, to change, to do whatever things you need to do. But the promise is the seed, okay? The promise is the seed planted. Okay, so I would be remiss not to talk about, okay, so the liminal space, these trees are a different type of tree, right? They're a little more bare, right? A little more bare. There's not much vegetation shown in these areas. And then you literally have this starry sky, okay, pretty much. But can you see what I'm saying about how like the liminal space, it gives you a little bit of something, but it's not like lush and plush, okay? I feel like, excuse me, I'm gonna keep sneezing, y'all. This spirit been like sneeze, sneeze, sneeze. But what I was getting is that in the liminal space, you get little signs and symbols about what's gonna be there when you open that door. So right now, I guess you're being led to pay attention to the signs, symbols, synchronicities, omens, however you put it for yourself, that are showing you what is unfolding, because you can't get the whole picture. You can't see past this tree or past arriving at the thing. You can't see any further. So pay attention to little symbols and signs that are showing up right now. I feel like I want to read this to you. So let's do it. Welcome to Liminal Space. Welcome to the liminal space. The waiting room of the universe feels something like this, where you are not quite lost or found, here or there, alive or dead. For those in need of deep transformation, this is the only way, as no one leaves quite the same as how they came in. Your number will be called soon. Yeah, there you go. Let's go. Now, when they call your number, what is it that they're going to be giving? Queen of Cups. Okay, so new boo, maybe? New boo, maybe? Ooh, lots of new boos, maybe? Seven of Cups. Ooh, okay, so there's a whole lot. So you got new, all around new, because Seven of Cups talks about opportunities, options, having many options, many paths to choose. I also feel like that's all the signs and synchronicities that you're paying attention to. Look at you, all the clouds. That's how you be feeling when you be seeing numbers and stuff. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes it gets overwhelming because it's like, oh, 111, 272, 456. It's like, okay, cool. But what do they mean? And what information do they have to help me, get down this road? So I do feel like that's somebody like trying to decipher angel numbers and stuff that are cut signs and symbols. There's this lady on YouTube. She does a segment called The Crow Call. And so I have a connection with Crow, but she definitely be spotting them, and she know exactly when they have a message for her collective. So this is something like that. Like you walk outside and you see the birds, you're like, now I know that means something. But y'all can't tell me what it means. But anyway, let's get on. We have the Queen of Wands. I think that's in reverse. So we have Perseverance. Okay. Ooh, Privileged Lady. Yes, Lord. Mature Man. I said new boo. Come on, y'all. New boo. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so first of all, this person, I almost feel like I just heard that this is God. I don't know. This is God. Okay. All right. So this is God, and he's sitting off in the Akashic Library, and he like, yo, job well done, yummy. Honey, honey, yummy. Okay. Okay. Some of y'all have a past life connection with like an angel or something like that. Because it's giving me vibes of like this angel like looking out for you or something. Anyway, but yeah, so this is some could be an angel for sure. Somebody who can watch your timeline review, or like somebody who can see you and like all of you. Okay? All of you. All right. But I also feel like this man for you in the 3D is a change agent. This person is an agent of change. Okay. Now, I said that I was picking up on like a new boo energy. I do feel that for sure. Excuse me. But I think that the dynamic of the relationship will be up to you. You know what I'm saying? Greetings, greetings, greetings. The direction of it and what it forms into, like formally, is up to you, because it seems like it has potential to stay like as a mentorship or friendship, or it could be romantic. I feel like it's about what you decide in this situation. Perseverance, strong will. So the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. Okay, so yeah, y'all hella in the liminal space for sure. Because what you're doing in the liminal space is mastering your emotions. For some of you, you are making sense of your spiritual gifts, because I feel like somebody is bombarded with like visions or dreams. I mean, you might even hear things that happened to me today anyway, and it was stressful because I didn't know like if I really heard it, and it was a serious thing. So anyway, for some of you, you definitely could be trying to make sense of your spiritual gifts. And this is actually, it was needed for you to take this time to do that, because it could have a hindrance um on this connection. You know what I'm saying? Like if you constantly getting messages that somebody cheating and you don't know what it means, or you don't know how to tell if it's for you or for somebody else, that can weigh on a relationship, because here you might be damn accusing your partner and they ain't did nothing, right? So there's something about maturing your emotions, or like I said, your spiritual sight, your spiritual ability, or your psychic abilities, so that you don't sully a relationship because you just don't know how to handle it, okay? Or you don't know how to decipher the messages you're getting. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Cups, it just feels like your temperament, right? You needed to manage your temperament also before this new person or new opportunity. It feels like a person for sure, but again, it can be all these different areas of your life. Perseverance is sacral energy, so I feel like there's a drive, a willingness to like really like I'm hearing take hits, but like you understand that the wounds allow insight to come in. So there's something about like not setting yourself up to get hurt, but there is an energy of like realizing that something could end in hurt, but still moving to it because you feel like it could be valuable to develop you. You know what I mean? So I mean, when we talk about conscious dating, that's not like the most conscious dating person ever. Like, oh, this could be painful and this could hurt me, but you know what? It could not. And even if it does, you could have something very valuable for me, right? Like, I feel like there's definitely something there. With this energy, too, I feel like there's definitely an illusion of control over how things play out, and you're releasing that. Now, too, I don't know, but like this doorway, the way it's set up, like into the sky, it just makes me think of the Truman Show. And I just tried to watch it the other day, and that part at the end where he bumps into that, he runs the boat into that wall, the wall of the studio, and then gets out and walks up those stairs and walks through that door after telling God, after telling God or the creator of the show that he was trying to plead with him to stay inside of the simulation. He said, "You're safe here. You don't have to worry about anything here. If you just stay here, then everything is catered to you. But out there, you get the same pains, disappointments, uncertainties without my protection." And that's kind of like what I'm hearing here. So I don't know, but that makes sense. It's like you have to choose to go through the door and like free yourself, okay, from whatever the past is for you. In the Truman Show, it was that whole ass simulation. The whole town built to follow him around and make him think life was normal. Okay. Red pill, blue pill type thing going on here. Okay, so let's see what we want to give to group three. We in group three. All those cards really want to flow out. Now, I just want to talk about this mature man and the privileged lady, because privileged lady, there's definitely a societal a like level of society, a level of not being seen or public public attention or something here. So with this mature man, he could be a prominent figure or something like that. And I think that image would be very important in this situation. Image. So I just see Beyonce and Solange and Jay-Z in the elevator. That's what I just saw. It's saying that, your emotions and your whatever the imbalance was for you, you needed to heal it so that when you stepped into this thing, you didn't tarnish yourself or sabotage yourself in a way with all of that old stuff, and I'm not just talking about just making it hard for you, but just imagine if you had all that stuff, you dating a celebrity, and every other day you tripping out because you don't know how to handle your stuff, right? And I mean, not only can that person not focus on loving you because they have to now protect their image because you tarnishing it with drama and stuff. So anyway, you just don't want to be somebody's burden because you haven't dealt with your emotional stuff. Nobody wants to hear that, but it just is what it is. Okay, so what else do we have for group 3? New moon, new boo, new Milleu. So we have all areas, but particularly a new boo. Facts. Okay, so it's saying, first of all, it's confirming everything that we've already talked about up to now. Facts. Okay, facts. Bank statement has shown itself twice, so somebody's definitely gonna get some more money. A second chance is coming for somebody. Now it could be your second chance to close out whatever those emotional or those learning cycles, specifically tied to your psychic abilities or spiritual gifts and emotional maturity and management, like navigating your own emotional waters. Okay, so those two things are very important during this new moon cycle. If you have already set intentions for that and you're coming into a cycle after, you set the intentions for that last cycle and now you're coming into a new cycle, it's saying that all you got to do is practice it. Just practice it. Okay, what else do you have? Patience. So be careful with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself the time to integrate these new energy. Okay, what else? How about now? Okay. I mean, how about now? It's telling me, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Angels and spirit guides. Can you hear me now? I also feel like too, somebody's twin flame or some type of telepathic communication. This person's been trying to come through and talk to you to try to help you out. Could be a twin flame if you feel like you're on a twin flame journey. This person's definitely been trying to help, but you can't hear it. You couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear it. Probably hear it now. Okay, so anything else here? Throw them a bone. Somebody. Libra energy here and unexpected guest, negative thinking, and opulence. Okay, now opulence, that talks about luxury, like the sweeter things in life, the nicer things in life. So I feel that right there with privileged lady. Now this man could totally be the unexpected guest. Now let me tell you something. If you feel like you're somebody who has been dealing with emotional stuff and you have been feeling like you're not ready to date or you just not capable of being in a relationship, if you are in that place but you've also been doing the work to heal, this mature man is showing up as someone who can hold space. They're going to be patient with you. They're going to nurture you because you've already proven, God and the angels, they already see that you're willing to work and that you just need a safe space. You need support. You need nurturing. Okay. So this mature man has the ability to do that. Okay. They have a resiliency about them and they will have a genuine care and love for you. Okay. So they will be patient. Mm-hmm. So no negative thinking, throw them a bone. I'm gonna get some more and see what happens. So I don't know. But negative thinking does tell me that, you could like have like a sense of like feeling like you're too difficult or feeling like you come with too much baggage or something like that. Well, I do feel like the universe is about to throw you a bone. Let you know you're enough right now. You know what I'm saying? You're enough right now. Now hopefully getting this gift of support and love and nurturing doesn't stop you from doing your inner work, because it by no means does the universe want you to turn a gift into like turn someone who has a gift for you and then you become a burden for them. Like that's not what they intend for the person coming to do right by you. So secret society. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you'll be a part of some music. You're gonna be part of some exclusive group with this person, and this person could be already there. Now, how that plays out for you, I don't know, but this person could already be in the music industry. Yeah, very very tight circle this person might have. They don't really yeah, they don't just let everybody into their circle, basically. They could literally be in a secret society, like the Illuminati or something like that. But either way, now, okay, so we ain't gonna get into that. But for some of y'all, if y'all have a connection with a celebrity, they could actually be trying to free themselves from some dark contracts, okay? From some dark contracts. So this new moon cycle, whatever intentions you're setting to free yourself from soul ties and things like that, that's reflected in this person. They're also doing something along the same lines, okay? Along the same lines. I'm also feeling like you need to send positive thoughts and affirmations out if you're trying to attract a soulmate. So self-acceptance, like accepting that you're not always stable in your mind or that your emotions can be a little crazy. Okay, so acceptance of self, like your imperfect self, is what's going to continue to call in a nurturing partner. Okay, so just continue to cultivate that sense of acceptance about who you are. Okay. Ooh, mama ain't welcome. And then no new life. Okay, so maybe you're gonna have to cut your mama out to have this new life. Because remember, it's the second time. We got second chance here. So it says mama ain't welcome. Maybe you have to cut mama out, or maybe some of the things that you're letting go of are tied to your mother. We did have that come up before with group one, I think. Now I'm also picking up too that you know what, that's definitely a boundary. So let's just leave it at that. It's definitely a boundary. I'm just gonna leave that there. And it could be on both sides, because this person, false pretense. That's why mama can't come. That's why mama can't come, because her motives are not genuine. Okay. So this could also be that emotional maturity, or that chapter, the energy management chapter that you coming out of. Yep, success. So mama ain't welcome, false pretense, and sex. That's the only reason mama's showing up. Like them daddies that show up at the news conference, at the news conference post game after they son and got drafted, and they be like, "Hey son, it's been a long time, but I'm here. I'm here." That's what that feels like. Okay. Yeah, you just leave that right where it's at, because it's used up. Okay. You didn't use that one up. Used what up? The excuses. You've used the excuses up why you need to keep these people around, or why you need to do this thing. I'm also picking up on this throw them a bone. No, don't. Keep the bone. Keep the bone. Okay, keep it. Keep the bone. Don't even throw it. All right, so for group three, what magic spell can they cast to support them in this new moon and throughout this cycle? Okay, hold on, wait. Look, this is peeking from under all those cards. I said nurturing. Somebody showing up to nurture you, perseverance. Look how holy her cape is. These cape is also wings to me. But this person was right there waiting to nurture, to comfort, to restore this person. Okay. And look at this. This person's hands, body language. Look at his hands. It's like good riddance. Good riddance. Okay. That's what that energy is. It's like you had dedicated yourself. You had dedicated yourself to sticking with something, or I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. It's going to be successful. It's going to be successful. And this could be tied to healing, some type of feminine dynamic, but you could have just really been adamant about doing that. And you took a lot of hits and you got a lot of bruises. And so finally you're just like, fuck it. I'm not super save a hoe. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. So you just take it off your cape. You're like, you know what? I can't save these people. Okay. So let's see. Oh, the spell came out already. Let's see. Healing spells. Wednesday wisdom. For abundant blessings or spiritual enlightenment, burn a white candle anointed with lavender oil on your altar during a waning moon on Wednesday. Place a single white rose in water and lay a bundle of dried white sage beside rose incense. Oh my gosh. Light the incense, then take the sage bundle, light it, and pass the smoke over your altar to smudge the space. Chant, may grace be bestowed upon thy spirit, and so it is by magic sealed. Okay. All right. So that was a lot of ingredients, but hopefully y'all catch that when you need to catch it. So again, the healing, we talked about spiritual enlightenment too, being one of those things, the emotional healing and the spiritual development of your gifts. Now, I am feeling the need to say for group 3, you could meet somebody who's a celebrity or whatever the case may be, a star, Astro Queen. Check her out if you want to know the difference between a star and a celebrity. But you might be meeting people who are celebrities and you have star quality. So it could be meant that you meet these people to push you into the spotlight so that you can be seen and whatever your gifts and talents and abilities are. For some of you, you could be like if you're intuitive, you could be like a brand strategist or a creative director. Like, what else? There was a lot of sacral energy there, so that creative spark is really what's being standing out. Also, what was the other thing? Amuse, you know, whatever, however that plays out for you, but you could be a muse for someone. Okay. All right, group 3. Let's move on to group 4. Gosh, I did it. Okay, so group 5. This door. Okay. This door is closed. Interesting to see. The windows are really dark, but this building is white and the door is very light wood. So definitely feels like you don't know what's over there. You don't know what's behind the door. Maybe you haven't even made it to the door yet. You know, it could still be in a fairly clouded place, maybe. Trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe is at play. Have faith and breathe. Okay, see, you took your intuition, led you to somewhere. The door was still closed. That's what it's saying. Your intuition led you somewhere, but that door was still closed. Okay. I don't know what that's going to mean for you, but definitely feels like it says intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe is at play. Okay. So yeah, it does feel like a sense of just not knowing. Maybe you don't understand all the misdirections. Ultimately though, excuse me, about to sneeze again. Oh, excuse me. But ultimately it does feel like whatever this is pretty intricate. I mean, look at the construction of the door. There's lots of carvings and open. There's even many windows in the one door, like many windows through the door. Okay. So there's something about, I think someone is bordering, like they're bordering on delusion or grandiose thinking. I don't feel like this is complete delusion, but I think that something is tied. Okay, I'm hearing dissociative identity disorder. Okay, so so you're picking up all this input. You get all this input and all this information, and you're trying to follow it all, and it doesn't fit and it doesn't lead to any openings. Okay. This can be frustrating. I get the feeling that you're highly frustrated. Okay. Group 4. All right. But let's see what the new moon is bringing. I think the new moon is bringing to you that you were wrong. Confirmation that something that you felt very passionately about, felt so led, you felt so guided. Maybe somewhere in there you took a wrong turn and you didn't get it. You didn't get the part that you needed to get and ended up somewhere else. What does this look like? Many people who are outside of religious systems, who start their spiritual journey. Actually, I'm sorry, the people who are in religious systems and decide to explore spirituality outside of their religion, will be led to a certain modality or a certain ideal or concept just to give them something to step into when they step out of like the dogmatic energy or whatever that they were in. Okay. So what this feels like is that you were meant to see past what you were in, but that you weren't meant to like go so far away. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the universe is kind of like drawing you back in and putting you back on course. You could have asked God, the universe, why it seems like blockages are here, even though you are doing your absolute best to try to follow the guidance. And I'm getting that the universe is saying that you haven't really made any mistakes. Everything that you've done is divine. And I feel like when you do everything you can, that song, after you've done all you can, you just stand. Okay. I mean, like after you've done everything, you get to this door and it's still closed. It's like, okay. At this point, there's really nothing else I can do. I can't force this door open. So I can wait for it to open. Right. So there's something about that. After you've done all you can, you just stand. That's another gospel song. There's a lot of gospel energy flowing through. Oh, shoot. This is not a dream. Siren, siren, siren. Show you the card upright. Now, y'all know these are like in your neighborhood or your city, and they do like the Saturday testing alarm thing. This is not a test. Okay. So I am feeling like some doorway closed, or like I said, the doorway wasn't open. And so maybe you feel like it was a pipe dream. Maybe you feel like it was never really intended. But also though, you're showing up at this door and you really don't know what else to do at this point. So you may not be astray, but you like at this door and you finally made it to this door and you thought that it was going to be here waiting for you open. So then you start to get discouraged. It says, no. This is not a dream. You didn't make none of this up. This is real. You are supposed to be here. Okay. Just give me a little time to get that door open for you. Okay. Just give me a little time to let that door open for you. So definitely a big, loud announcement that this is not a dream. Like it's real. It's real. Okay, now I cannot just not read that. I just need to read it for y'all because I didn't intend to read all of these, but if I have to read every one, I will. I ain't even mad. This is not a dream. This is not a dream, but you still need to wake up. Ooh. Trauma can cause disassociation. I said dissociative identity disorder. I said that. Okay, y'all. Okay. This is not a dream, but you still need to wake up. Trauma can cause disassociation from both the positive and the negative. Creating a paradise in your mind is easy. Grounding it into this realm is revolutionary. Stay on earth to avoid being surprised by consequences later on. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Wow. Okay, so definitely that's why I needed to read it, because it's taking the message in a different way than my intuition was telling me. Because that's what the card said. Said that intuition took me somewhere, but it wasn't necessarily the right place. And so that's why I said I need to read the book, because that's the same thing that was just happening. Getting a message, but not the message. Okay. So trauma can cause disassociation from both positive and negative. Oh, yes. Okay. It can make you feel like nothing is really real. Like it can make you feel dissociative identity disorder. is a disorder where a person relates or associates everything with themselves as if everything is about them. And that can be just intuitive downloads, but that can just be in general, like someone's tire screeched and you're like, oh, there's something about me tied to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you live in this reality where every single thing is about you. Now, I just need to throw this caveat in there. If you are the star player in this reality and everybody else is just a freaking projection manifesting your thoughts, your fears, your anxieties, it's not a dream, but you need to wake up. Right? It's not a dream, but you definitely need to wake up to the reality. Like, so what I'm asking is like, at what point is it not dissociative disorder, identity disorder, but a true connection with everything? Because that's what our goal is here, right? Is to understand our connection to the universe, to God, to find all that everything is within us, and to find everything that we are inside the world, right? So is it dissociative identity disorder? Okay, y'all. Talk to your therapist. I can't answer the question. Talk to your therapist, okay? All right, so let's see what other cards we have here. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's definitely ungrounded. So you could be kind of like letting yourself fly off with fantasies and things like that. If you need to go to therapy because it will help you ground some of these concepts and these ideals. You know, go to a metaphysical therapist. If you are someone who has spiritual talents and gifts and you are aware that some of that stuff kind of causes you, like if you're aware that your understanding of the universe causes you to see yourself in everything, which doctors would diagnose a certain way, go to a therapist or counselor who understands the metaphysical realm so that they can help you balance that out. Okay. Don't just go to a therapist who's going to try to put you on drugs and tell you that you got split personalities and your psyche is all thwarted and everything. Thwarted. Just go to a professional that is in alignment with what you know is your reality and your truth. Okay. All right. With six of cups in reverse, 6 of cups upright, and the 7 of cups in reverse. Okay. Yes. That's definitely waking up to some claircognizant, clear knowing. Then remember that clear knowing, if you just know something, that knowing comes from your connection to everything, to the universe. So this is really a very like meta. If you want to study metaphysics, then that's why you keep bumping into closed doors, because it's meant for you to study that door, like study how to get that door open. Okay. So you might be realizing that you're not on a path to one place, to one destination, to one goal, to one sense of being. I think this group might have a mission to come to closed doors. Your mission may be to open doors for other people. Like you come to the closed doors first so that it can be opened. And that when the other people come to that door and it's close to them, they know it can be opened, right? So the first person who astral traveled, that was a door that was closed. But when we learned that they could astral travel, little by little over time, we've said, I could probably do that. We've come up with tests about, how are you astral traveling, how to test it. My daughter says every time she's astral traveling, she looks at her hands, and that's her confirmation, because she said when she looks at her hands, they're usually not 5 fingers, that they usually have some oddity to them. And so for you, that might be something else, right? Like, you might, was it the one thing that I remember doing was sitting up in the bed, and before I actually got out of the bed, I would look back, and so I could see that I was looking back at myself laying there. So that was my confirmation that I was actually in the astral and getting ready to go somewhere and travel, right? All right. So clear cognizance is here. I do feel like that clear knowing is here. This is not a dream. Would tell you that what you are feeling, what you are sensing in your environment is freaking real. Okay. All I also feel too, you could have a choice to make. Okay. You could have some kind of choice to make here with the Seven of Cups in reverse. And it's requiring you to focus really intently on what's ahead of you. So if you're at this closed door, then that's where your attention is, opening the door. Opening the door. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles would say that you definitely ungrounded. Okay. And I feel like it could be too, someone could have an unhealthy attachment to some kind of childhood friend or concept from the childhood. Tell me about this. I just need to know what that is. This Six of Cups. What do you want me to know? Readjusting, setting priorities, delegating, reducing. Okay, so I feel like this is passed down gifts, passed down like traumas too, maybe. But there's not a lot of like that going on here. So I feel like this is kind of like passed down gifts, relics, things like that. I'm hearing about a scrying bowl. I don't. It's random, just random. A scrying bowl. So there could be like relics and things like that are given to you, and then like you don't know what they are when they're given to you, but like at a certain time in your life, that knowledge is going to come, or you will connect the dots, something like that. I get it. All right, so seeing a clear choice in front of a closed door. What else we got here? Facade. So the facade, the door is a facade. The door being closed is a facade. Oh, we got a labyrinth here. You gotta find your way out. You gotta get through it. Yeah, that's part of the journey. Yep, as a divine feminine. If you're the main woman or the divine feminine or whatever the case may be, this is definitely, again, it says it's not a dream, but you for sure need to wake up to what's happening and what's transpiring here. The labyrinth, the players, I'm hearing you need to see the players for who they are. All the players here, you need to see them for who they are. The Six of Cups would talk about naivety too, being too trusting. Okay. All right. So we have facade, solar plexus energy. So I do feel like confidence. When we talked about that, imposter syndrome. So this could be one of those things where instead of getting to the door and thinking, oh man, I was wrong. Oh man, my intuition was jacked. Or, oh man, I got that all wrong. I'm not really psychic, am I? Instead of that series of thoughts, you would come to this place of like knowing that this door is closed, meaning that you're supposed to overcome this obstacle, or that you know that you have what it takes to get through this labyrinth. Okay, because we got 3 white doves here: purity, communication, and things like teamwork. So you could be working with the spirit guides. Again, another group that's like tapping in or fine tuning their inner knowing. The facade, solar plexus, that's your inner knowing, confidence in what you know. Okay. Okay, and I'm also picking up on the fact that this card is definitely putting me back in Truman Show. Y'all, I'm gonna talk about it as much as I want to. Okay, just whatever. But it's putting me back in the Truman Show because it's like when the whole town needed to know what Truman was doing, where they needed to be. It was like everybody could hear the messages but that person, but Truman. So everybody was communicating almost as if it was on a loudspeaker and everybody could hear it at once. But Truman couldn't hear it. Truman wasn't privy to the information, okay? So Truman had to like decipher. He had to pay attention. He had to look at the little clues. He noticed that first day when the camera fell out of the sky, he was like, oh, what is this? But he kept asking questions. People were just like brushing it over, gaslighting him, making him think he was crazy, right? It was a closed door. I said, I got this insight and this nudge, but they keep closing the door on it. The door keeps closing on it. Truman finally got out of there. And then I don't know if y'all know this, but that's definitely a twin flame story. That woman that he kept finding pieces, he's literally tearing pieces out of a magazine to put her face together because of the image that he kept seeing. And he created like a montage. I don't know if that's what that's supposed to be called, but not a montage because that's like a video or something. But a lot of little pieces of picture put together to make a bigger picture. Anyway. Yeah, so that makes sense. He put that together on his own, collected all those magazines, found the perfect pieces that fit. And then he went to go find her. He had to go through his own journey of accepting of what he realized was true, accepting that, right? And then moving, even though people kept trying to put him back into the box of that's not real, that's not real. You're off right now. You're tripping. They went really far to do that. When he gets what was I saying? The twin flame journey. So he has this woman out here who's rooting for him, who's literally jumping back into the simulation at times in order to connect with him and remind him that, hey, this is not real, okay? Or to let him know that this is not real. He journeys going after freedom, but after that woman. She was his leader out of the simulation. She led him out of the simulation. And that's what the twin flame journey, a lot of the way people explain it, right, is that one person is escaped the matrix, right, and has the power through whatever means that are gifted to them to usher their partner out of the matrix. Okay. Now, I will say this too. She was very powerless throughout the majority of the situation because all she could do was watch and hope that he made the right choices. Okay. So there's some significance to that whole dynamic that I just explained. So I gave it to you. I'm going to go ahead and move on, guys. What we got here? All right. So rumors. Okay. What about rumors? Tell me more. Potential. Honeymoon. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Rumors. Yeah. I feel like that's self-talk. I feel like that's also like us, like we were talking about, a lot of the feedback and things that you're giving right now, you know, they're not, the rumors are deteriorating the potential. Okay. Now, on a totally different message here, rumors are being spread of your potential. Okay. Like as if somebody like can view your timelines and, or like they know your birth chart, or they did palm readings on you or something. Like it's like something about your potential is known by other people. This could be your angels and stuff, but I just feel like in your physical environment, people know who you are in spirit. I don't know, but they know. Honeymoon. Yeah. Talking about kind of like what they see your life, like what your life is leading to. I'm also picking up there's a lot of signs and symbols. Again, rumors, because that can be much more than people talking about it. It can be a lot about how the universe is communicating it to you. Rumors tend to be untrue though. So balanced heart. Rumors tend to be untrue. Okay, spider web. Yeah. So I do feel like there's definitely a tricky current in the situation, or the way things have been told are not 100% true. Nail technician. Let me tell you something. Okay. Someone in your physical environment, whether you speak to them all the time or whether you just like know them just by name, you know, who in the community, it has gone up to bat for you, defended you against some type of rumors. Okay. Someone was speaking on your character, okay, to someone that knows your character, okay, or who has claircognizance themselves and is a good discernment and can tell who you are. You know, maybe throughout their experiences with you, they've never had any negative experience and they can see the good in you. They see your light. They know who you are, right? I said they know who you are. So when someone shows up and they want to like bad mouth or spread rumors, this person seems like they defended you. It seems like they defended you. What else do we have down here? Surprise, budget, not committed, and 5. Okay, yeah. So let's just say, okay, nostalgia showing up with the 6 of Cups. That's the same type of energy. So I do feel like there's definitely something where you could have tried like reconnected with someone from the past. But it's different this time around. You know, you're different this time around with the 5 here. You're not committing yourself to that. And this person's not a committed person. They broke and they got secrets that are gonna show up. So you just, yeah, I think this person was surprised too that whatever their black magic was, if they were casting spells or just, or if they were talking about you, which is also a spell, right? But they realized that, or they got surprised by this person's reaction. And that person could be a nail tech. They have a balanced heart. So they're able to see wish granted. Somehow you about to get some kind of gift, or like I say, wish granted. Your dynamic is about to change a little bit. Support and things like that are going to change for you because of one person who decided to, stand up for you somehow. I just heard it humbles whoever the rumor person is. Months. Okay, so something over the next few months is pertinent for you. Recognition, yeah. So whatever someone was trying to sully your name, you're about to get recognition, positive recognition from these people. Yeah, because it's right here with the honeymoon. So in the next few months, for your spiritual gifts, look at that. We talked about that. For your spiritual gifts, you're going to be acknowledged for your spiritual gifts. I also see that force. So whatever, you could be like a karmic agent. I said that change agent for somebody earlier, but with the number 5, that also speaks to the energy of change agents. Okay. Do you feel the same way? Distance. Okay, so unrequited feelings. Unrequited feelings could have been the reason that this rumor was started, or these rumors were started about you. Okay, this is the last card. Okay, 2 cards here. Time to bet on me and succubus. Yep. I feel like it's a incubus. I feel like it's a male energy, but whatever. It could be a woman energy, but either way, that person could be a feminine energy, even there in the male body, right? Either way, there's something about sexual demon, like sexual sucking the energy from you, trying to steal creative ideas and concepts, trying to steal your energy so you don't have it to give to your creative ideals and projects, because you're giving all your attention to them. Spiral out of control. Yeah. Somebody is about to make a mess for themselves, I guess, with their rumor mill. All right. So with the new moon, this feels good for you. It feels like you are really opening, setting proper boundaries, moving out of any illusion, any blind loyalty energy here too. You're moving out of that. And I think also, so new Milleu for sure, new environment, because it's being cleared of the naysayers, or people are being exposed for coming up against you, for lying on you and things like that. So we have healing spell, skin preserving potion. Beauty showed up over there too. Beauty. I do feel as if someone could have definitely been doing like glamour magic on you to make you appear less beautiful, make you less attractive to other people. Again, when people are spreading rumors, that's basically what they're doing. They don't want people to be attracted to you. They want to repel them from you, okay? So with this healing spell, it says, skin preserving potion. There is a reason many witches appear ageless. They take good care of their skin and heighten the health of their complexion with a Venusian prescription for eternal youth. Combine these oils: 2 ounces of sweet almond, 2 drops of clary sage, 2 drops of chamomile, 2 drops of myrrh, 2 drops of rosemary, and 2 drops of geranium. Before you anoint your skin each night, utter this spell: Goddess of love, goddess of light, hear this prayer. Your youth and beauty eternal, please share. So mote it be. Rub the potion on your face and rinse off for healthy skin and radiant glow. Okay, so that's actually a really good point that they make. A lot of witches do be really having good skin. Like, it be really, really flawless, like glass skin. Okay, like the Asians call the glass skin. So again, like if you're this feminine here that people have been trying to kind of like spread rumors about, sully your name, make you look however you look, maybe not just in appearance wise, but it seems like they attack your appearance, they attack your spiritual gifts, or whoever it is that you say that you are, they attack that. But you are being defended, not only in the spiritual realm, but in the physical. And I love to see it. Okay. I love to see it. So that's it for you. Next, group 5. All right. Okay. Group 5. Get another closed door. This one has very intricate carvings in it as well. Has a very significant post in between, as if when the doors do open, they open separately, and there's a post in the middle. So almost as if you can choose which side of the door you're going to go in, even though it's the same door. Destiny, so many paths. It's one door that you're going to walk through, but when this opens, there's like a splitting of the path, and it's like maybe two different expressions of it, or multiple expressions that you can choose. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. Okay, pass this card on. So yeah, okay, so this is definitely talking about dealing with rejection. So in this new moon season, you could have that coming up as far as like rejection or things not playing out for you the way you want them to. I'm hearing, learning the lesson of rejection is a blessing. Usually, rejection is a blessing. Taking you in the direction that you really need to go. So, or helping you to fine tune your focus so that so you can give all your attention to that one thing. And I'm also hearing just in general, destiny, the path to destiny includes many closed doors. You hear celebrities, prominent figures speak about all of the no's or the rejections that they received before they got a yes. Okay, so that's talking about that. It's to build resilience. It's to build confidence in yourself. It's like only the people who know that they know in their heart this is real can they pursue and keep persevering and keep persevering after so many naysayers, after so much has shown that maybe it's not true or maybe it's not real. So it's like you carry that deep knowing of what this is, that this is your destiny. And it doesn't matter how many doors close, you don't let that sway you from knowing that this is it. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yield to reality, and it was in reverse. So I'm just going to show you. So I feel like definitely, even though doors close, they might slow you down. But this was in reverse. So it's saying that other people or your environment may be trying to get you to give up on something that you know is destined for you, that you know is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. Because that could be, how people say, be realistic. Or how do you even know that that's real? That's not even real, or whoop de whoop de whatever they say. But you're not listening to that. Even in your own mind, you're not listening to that. Okay. Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, talking about. Okay, get this. When this sign is like this, it's just a sign. But for whatever reason, it's actually a real triangle. Like in here, it's a triangle, but why is it upside down, right? So something about this is the upright. So what everybody else sees as the upright, you don't see as the upright. What everybody else's reality is not yours, right? And so while everybody's trying to get you to yield to this, you're like, no. And I'm not. I'm just saying that this is. I think this is air element, the symbol. I don't look at the symbols that much, but I think that's air element. That is the upward pointing triangle, and then you have this stream of consciousness coming right into you. Okay, so there's some significance to that. Okay, Six of Wands in reverse tells me that this is something that you're not doing for public recognition, for fame, or to be recognized. Now it may come with that, but I feel as if you know that this is destiny and it's not about this. I'm hearing the lyric, if it's merely a budget, I'm clearly above it. Okay. If it's merely a budget, I'm clearly above it. Okay. So if it's just about money or fame or whatever the case, then I'm above that. And I don't have to succumb to any of those ideals and concepts about making money. Okay. Yeah. So definitely not doing it for show. Who's it? Toby says it ain't about no paper, but I pray you get your bread. So this is something like, it's not about no paper, but I pray you get your bread. So this is you. I know I'm not doing this for money and recognition, but if it comes, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Oh wow. All these are these cards all the way. Oh yeah, okay. So you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I'm hearing too. If something's not working, it's not working. In this new moon cycle, you may actually just be accepting that something doesn't work too. So now this is going to be two messages for somebody, but I'm okay with it. Receive it if it's for you. If it's not, leave it, right? But you may be accepting that something is not for you anymore. Maybe you took it further than it was supposed to go. Maybe you was clinging to it too tight, so you couldn't see when you were being redirected, or when other information was coming in for you. Um, yeah, I just get this energy of walking through the door of your destiny through certain modality, ideal experience, and just like running with that thing. But there was other things there that what you were supposed to see. Okay. So I do, like I said, that second message feels like whatever you're working on isn't getting success, but I feel like it's not, you're not seeing the success in the physical, but it's much success in the spiritual. But we're gonna see. Six of Swords, better times ahead. Okay. Okay, so these conflicts of reality, they're going to be resolved soon. They're going to be balanced out. Whether that means you're going to be coming to terms with the fact that something is not fitting anymore, or you're going to be drawing people to come to terms with your reality is valid as well. Yep, guilt. Yep. And expectation. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. There you go. Okay, so in this new moon cycle, you're overcoming efforts from other people to you're overcoming. So new Milleu, new you, new Milleu. I feel like you're overcoming people's efforts to like decrown you or dethrone you somehow. Some space that you've claimed. This new season, you're realizing, or you are finally overcoming. I'm hearing blacklisted. So if you were blacklisted in your community or in whatever your niche, your skill trade is, then that's falling away. Okay, that's falling away somehow. Okay, I like it because there's somebody in your environment who something they were doing something like watching you or trying to like they were doing something and they feel a little bit of guilt. Okay, for you, new Milleu, I feel like you're also releasing bondages to what you've done in the past, to guilt. I also feel like that's tied big, very largely tied to like sexual encounters, intimacy, and things like that. Okay, because I feel like the expectation it never met its expectation. Okay, so whatever expectation you held, it didn't hold it, and it's changing your perspective, giving you a new ideals. And I'm hearing very simply like, don't have sex so early. Like, give it some time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one simple solution for that kind of stuff, right? Okay, so what else do we have here for group 5? Anything else? Anything else? I also feel as if you are stabilizing your own sense of self, your own um sense of self. Okay. um I do feel healing of your like self-esteem. I also feel like too healing from past failures, right? Past failures in your work. And actually healing means that you're able to look back at them and track or gather whatever you need to go forward in the future, right? And with this 6 of Wands in reverse, I also feel too that if you're copying someone else's work or someone's copying your work, that's going to come to the forefront. It's going to be exposed. And I'm also picking up on some energy of people maybe in your work environment who are super conceited or like don't want to share the spotlight with you. Okay. Okay. So I do feel like now, whether that's in you, this is Leo energy, Six of Wands in reverse, right? Now, whether you are the person who's in this ego energy or someone else, it does feel like it's led to it's led to many closed doors. Okay. Okay. So whatever this new beginning that's supposed to be, excuse me, this new like tranquil beginning, one person, you or the people in your environment who kind of maybe they were whatever they were doing, is having a hard time overcoming guilt. Okay. So you may release guilt as well. Okay. Let your guard down. Cards on the table. Yep. And soul family. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now in this environment, these people were not necessarily cheering for you because it was too ego centered. The environment was very, everyone had their own kind of like agenda to push. Okay. So nobody could, it's like, okay, everybody had their own agenda to push, but they weren't like putting it out and making it clear that that's what their agenda was. And it's not even that it's a negative thing. It's like, hey, I want to connect with you because I think you have the right energy to help me move my crowd. You know, if you're a performer, cool. That's what you want out of this connection. Great. So then you're supposed to be able to, tell a person that, and then y'all can do it. But like I said, the ego-centered energy wouldn't let this soul family come together, or this group that you felt like was your soul fam. But now all the cards are going to be put on the table, or all the whatever is exposed is exposed. That's interesting. We have options over there. So let your guard down. Painting. All right. Painting. Golden egg. Ooh. Cards on the table. Yep. Somebody's going to come talk to you. Drowning in sorrow. Soul family. Yeah. It's lots of regret here with the guilt card. So I get the sense of like with this new moon, it's going to be a little bittersweet because it does feel as if people are very much in their emotions. Okay. They're in their feelings. And in this specific situation, what you're dealing with is people who are remorseful about how they interacted with you, because it looks like you're showing up as the golden egg. Okay. You're showing up as the golden egg. And I don't really think that people expected that. With the 28 is a 10 expectation. So I feel like you knew what you were working towards. They didn't understand, or they did understand and they decided they wanted to work against it. But I do feel like any defenses or any opposition towards you is is falling away. Let your guard down. Because the truth is out about, okay, what it is, who you, now you know, see, the truth is out about who you are, what you are, or something like that. Or it's time to move on. Yeah, you're going to be moving away from this group. And maybe that's why they're drowning in sorrow, because they realize that they kind of like pushed you away. Slow your roll. You're going to be taking it really easy as you build connections in the future. You're not going to be rushing yourself to be loyal to people. I think that you are going to be protecting your energy a little better, not closing yourself off, but look, turn back time. So I do, was it group 4 who had the beauty spell for staying young. Okay. But anyway, slow your roll and turn back time. I feel like it's saying move on, but in the future, reflect back on this chapter. Okay. And the message or the lesson going forward is that you don't have to rush to build alliances with people. Okay. They will develop over time. As a matter of fact, let your guard down, painting, and it's time to move on. It just feels like, paint a new picture. Like it's time for you to have a new scene, new scenery. I watched What Dreams May Come today. And remember, when he passed, he went into his wife's painting. And then he ended up having to leave that painting and go into the hell that she had created for herself and save her. Okay. So I don't know, but there's something about that. Okay. Yeah, look at the bigger picture. We're just talking about imagery and pictures and stuff. So look at the bigger picture. Painting, December. Okay. I do. I feel like someone is also, instead of focusing on like petty little like interpersonal things. Somebody is ascending and realizing that something greater can be birthed from a situation, or something greater can be had in a relationship or partnership with a specific person. Um, Children playing. So yield sign is there, and children playing. So I do feel, yeah. So I do feel like some people are slowing their roll, like whatever opposition they were pushing, it's slowing down. And it's children playing with the yield sign just lets me know that there's been some type of warning or some type of breakdown in what was being built or fashioned around you. Okay. I just saw I'm busy. Yeah, right along with it, it's time to move on card. You're not really focusing too much on it anymore. You're moving on. You're not gonna let it hold any space in your head. Scratched. Yeah, you're like you might take a little scratch, but you're not letting people beat you up. You're not staying in those environments to be beat up energetically. Okay. One more. Generational wealth, inheritance. He's like, you got things to do. Thumbs up. You got things to do. Okay. Down the rabbit hole. Yeah, it's like they'll keep spiraling out of control. No, hopefully you'll be a catalyst for healing, because hopefully they'll realize another missed opportunity. They won't be able to survive another missed opportunity. That's what I'm hearing. So they'll get it together so that they can be in alignment with the next thing that comes, the next person that comes. I'm hearing, what's that Bible story where he says, I asked you, it's not a Bible story, it's just like a parable or something, but it's like a man is saying, God, I ask, God, come save me. And God sends a boat, God sends this, God sends all these transportation methods, and the guy turns it down, telling him every time, God's going to save me. Well, then God was like, bro, I sent you all these different ways to get out of that situation, and you took none of them. And so I feel like there's something here about that dynamic as well. So spirit, group 5, what spell or ritual can they perform to assist them in this new moon cycle? What spell can group 5? What do you have for group 5? Let's see. Let's go. There's something flipped over, so let's go get it. Gypsy Love Herb Charm. Okay. There's a sun moon spell behind it too. Y'all like that one? Oh no, look. Y'all got candle consecration. Which one? Let's see. Let's see if I can choose these without knowing which one. Okay, let's see. Yep, the same one. Gypsy Love Herb Charm. Many a gypsy woman has enjoyed the fruits of long-lasting love by reciting the following charm. Mixing rye and pimento in a dish shared with the object of affection. While stirring these amorous foods, declaim, rye of earth, pimento of fire, eaten surely lights desire. Serve to he whose love I crave, and his heart I will enslave. Okay. One thing about this spell is at some point in this energy, it felt like someone wanted to dominate you and your energy. So even if they weren't necessarily publicly trying to put you down, there was something behind the scenes maybe where they were trying to control or dominate or overpower you. Okay, so that's why this spell is coming up. Someone turned into a love interest somewhere in here. I didn't catch it, but somebody turned into a love interest, or that's what you're attracting. I'm also picking up too that even if I feel like maybe you are attractive now. Okay, so if there was a little bit of like rumors or things like that, then it drew attention to you in a positive way. Okay, I don't know which group it was that had somebody behind the scenes taking up for them, but this also feels like that as well. Okay, group 5. Okay, so you have been calling in a soulmate too. And I think some of you feel like you have remorse because of past, not remorse. You have trauma from past failed relationships. So you could be a little bit of a skeptic when new situations show up. So maybe that's why somebody like you would choose to do an enchanting on someone, because you just want a sense of peace, okay, going into a situation. I've always said though for myself that I don't know that I would would find peace in that, because some part of me would always question whether or not they were genuinely there for me or whether I made them be there. So I've never tried to cast a love spell because it just seems like it would cause more uncertainty. You know what I'm saying? And most people are trying to avoid uncertainty when they do that. They want to like no questions about it. This is mine. You know, they want to really like enslave it, right? And the reason they do that is because they don't know, like, if it can leave at any point, a trauma, right? So lots of people are casting spells on people from trauma places, it feels like, okay, from fear of abandonment and things like that. But I think that it can be healthy if both people are in agreement about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that talked about sharing that meal with a partner, meaning that that person knows that you are doing this work to create a bond between you guys, or to create longevity between you guys. So there, I think that there's probably, I just heard there's a whole lot more power in a spell that a person agrees to than a spell that someone like that you do behind their back or they don't know about it. Okay. All right. So last group, group 6. Group 6. Let's do it. Let's look at your door. Ooh. Like a tube in the middle of a forest. Wow. I just heard inner earth, or earth's core. You're getting to the root. You're digging up roots, even like you're going inside of yourself so that you can really find the root of something. What does this say? Hummingbird song, nectar of sweetness, and joy it brings. The hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. So yeah, you're about to go in and find the medicine that you need. Yeah, you about to go journey. You're about to go on some type of, maybe a shamanic journey, but you're definitely going into a phase of healing. So this new moon cycle could definitely be about finding medicine in your environment, finding medicine for yourself in your environment. So like, for instance, there's a deck called the medicine cards, and they're animal totems. So it talks about the medicine that an animal has for you, or the medicine that a situation, ideal, school of thought has for you. Just whatever the remedy is what it's saying. So maybe you're looking for a remedy for something and you have to dig kind of deep for it. I just heard that something is like, it only grows deep in the forest. Could be some type of mushroom or some type of moss, because I just saw the stone covered in moss. Yeah, so that's kind of a moist environment. So definitely, okay, so maybe there's some water around. I'm seeing this. So, okay, anyway, there's definitely a sense of like going on a shamanic journey or some type of spirit quest to receive the medicine that you need. Now, group 1 had ayahuasca there, so not the plant as the medicine, but ayahuasca's wisdom as the medicine. Okay. All right. So let's see what the liminal space has for you. Wow. Glitch in the matrix. A glitch in the matrix. Okay. So, let's move. Let's get some more, because then 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is definitely like secret society vibes too. Just saying. Tell me what you want me to know about glitch in 3 of Pentacles, because this is very like Masonic or something like that. So somebody could go into a secret group or organization. And I'm literally hearing that it's like underground, like an underground type of thing. Now, what would the glitch mean? I'm going to read it for y'all, though. Okay, 3 of Cups in reverse. This is yeah. What are you telling them about their new moon though? New you, new booze, new Milleu. Okay, new you, new booze, new Milleu. Okay, I feel like I feel like somebody's plans. Okay, I feel like you're becoming aware of a plan under the surface. You're becoming more aware of what's happening under the surface. Okay, okay. Inception. So we have glitch and we have inception. Remember, a dream within a dream, reality within a reality. Okay, so with this, it says, dang, what is this? I feel like you're about to disrupt. I feel like you're about to disrupt your current manifestation cycle, especially if it's been particularly negative. You're interrupting this manifestation cycle, meaning that whatever you set into flow, maybe like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, even, um, yeah, 3 years ago, because we have the three cards here, the three pentacles, three cups. So a timeline that you set into motion 3 years ago, 3 months ago, maybe. Um, you're about to disrupt that timeline, okay, with with a new consciousness, okay, because with inception, this is the pre-manifest, establishing a clear vision, thoughts becoming things. So I do feel like whatever reality you're currently living or have been living, you are literally about to disrupt it. You got to create a glitch in it, because you decide to go down the rabbit hole and you decide to look a little deeper, investigate further, investigate further. And I heard this is saying that all branches ain't olive, or all that glitters ain't gold, because the Three of Cups in the upright does talk about celebration, right? Celebration. But with the Three of Pentacles, study, internship, um, and things like that. So anyway, I feel like some information that you gain creates a glitch for you because you become more aware of something. The inception, the tunnel that you're in. You become aware of the tunnel that you're in, okay? And the song that you've been dancing to this whole time. Huh. That's the Magician in reverse. So also I feel like there's a sense of manipulation too by some type of secret society or underground entity, maybe, that you are just, I just get Matrix vibes. Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's very basic, but I just feel like you're reading. Oh, I heard you're learning a new language. Learning a new language, preparing for a move, or preparing to move somewhere else. So maybe you're learning a new language. Hmm. We got gossip. Okay, come on now. Heart space. And we have message. Okay. Yeah, I think for some of you, I feel like you're in this new cycle, you're battling your inner critic. You're battling your inner critic with steps forward. The easiest way to battle self-doubt is to take a step forward. One step. One step. All right. So there's definitely some intuitive message, some psychic sight. I just feel like sight, definitely some sight happening here with the message card. Could we receive some type of phone call or some type of message? It's a glitch. I'm seeing two, time traveling, inception. So I'm seeing some type of time travel. And mirror work. Because does that say glitch? I just held this card upside down and backwards. So now I can actually read it on the screen. I don't know what it looks like to y'all now, but this one down here is even all jacked. It's not even right. Now it is glitch. So that's so weird because it's okay. So yeah, something about I'm seeing Stranger Things happening. Stranger Things, you know how they had the underworld. Okay, let's move on. These last few got a little deep. Started looking at it's just telling us that we have to look beyond, look beyond. This is how it feels. So I feel there's rapid ascension for the collective. I just feel like in general there's definitely some rapid ascension, breaking out of certain things, and I've been seeing proof of that, like um a lot of people like doing things like claiming nationality status, and the things that are being pushed. Okay, so this is what's happening. You definitely have new eyes, and I'm not sure how this is affecting your personal life just yet, but I think that you're becoming aware of agendas by like the government. Like you're becoming more aware of that, and I feel like some part of you could be rebelling against it, like rebelling against these things, because I just feel okay. So was it in Indiana? Maybe I think they just passed a bill that every child that's born will have access to a trust of $10,000 or something like that. When in reality, like you already have a trust. You know what I'm saying? That's tied to your social security number and the treasury. So there's something about, like, I think the more people that are nationalizing or claiming back their birthright, which is like claim to um their social security number, claiming the resources that come with that, the freedom that comes with that. Many more people are going on that journey. And so a lot of systems are falling down because people are not reliant upon them the same way, or don't even respect them the same way, right? Those systems. So yeah, this is speaking to you, learning how the game goes, dealing with mortals, loopholes. So yeah, final challenge is Bowser. Okay, so definitely that's Inception. That's definitely a Magician in reverse. I'm hearing MK Ultra, mind control. Mm. Wow. Okay, so let's see what else we have here for group 6. Trade. Okay, so school could be trade, a trade school, learning a new trade. It could have something to do with like paranormal investigation, or like interdimensional consciousness, or something very, very evolved. Okay, this trade, the pre-manifest. It could also be tied to like unlocking keys when it comes to like um abundance, unlocking key. Like it's like something about like having the keys, helping people to unlock these things or to escape the matrix in these different areas, or something like that. So you could become some type of like new earth guide, or something like that, ushering people out of old consciousness into new consciousness. Okay, or this could be you going through this in this new note. Because you're playing a support role for people. That's what your trade is. It seems like at dawn. Okay, what's this? Okay, so you may receive some type of download. I do feel like these cups are pouring down into, like into this row that I have here. They're like pouring down. So you could be receiving some type of new gifts or activations at dawn. Okay. Are you going to be up? All right now. Okay. Or some type of support comes to you at dawn, whether that's an intuitive download or whether you get that email. That email that says, yeah, your prayers are answered. Okay. What else do we have here for group 6? Peep the incline. So yeah, like I said, your prayers are getting answered, and the incline is getting ready to happen in your life. So because this was here, I do feel like there's an email. Since we have glitch like a computer, there's an email that's coming to you in this new moon cycle. It's going to show you the root of something, and it's going to offer you a gift. Okay, it's going to show you the root of something and how something started, the story of it, the way it is created, and how all of these chain of events have affected you. Then it's going to give you a few steps up too. So now I'm hearing that for some of you, the knowledge itself will help you ascend. But for others, there's actually a tangible gift that comes, like maybe like a peace offering or something that helps you to get to where you're trying to get to. I will not be moved, and perseverance. Yeah. So I do feel if you're coming aware of some like system that's been working against you, whether that's government or like some type of thing that just is in your immediate environment, it feels like you're breaking away from that thing, and or whatever boundaries or protections you put up. You know now that you're not going to be like, well, that these things can't stop you. Pretty much, you're going to continue to take action towards your goals, inspired action. What else do we have here? Gift from God. Come on through. I said now that Three of Cups in reverse, where I was telling you gifts from the angels, from the ancestors, pouring down some type of downloads, insights, whatever it is that they're giving you. Three, because three is communication too. That's third house is communication, emails, text messages. That's that. So you're gonna get something here in this new moon cycle. Some type of communication. Now I feel like it's the ancestors, but I also feel like too, just whatever this that's supposed to be helping you incline could be the gift from God. Okay, it doesn't have to come from a specific entity, but it could be like it could be something that basically people didn't expect to happen or something like that, right? Because that Three of Cups is right there. I think that some people have been debating about whether this is supposed to happen or not, or whether it's a good thing or not. Something is about to happen because you're about to break the code, or the code is being changed up. Okay. The code is changing. Hiding from you. Who's hiding from you? What else do we have here for group 6? Group 6. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. I'm hearing lost time and Aquarius. Okay. So I'm hearing lost time and Aquarius. Yeah. So Aquarius representing the internet, like the World Wide Web. Oh, that's also like, advances in any field. So Aquarius is like advances. Could be technological advances. It could be maybe like currency or stock exchanging, advances in those areas. But Aquarius would be like new developments, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. What else do you have here? Create your own table. Yeah, ain't nobody got time to be fighting and try to fit into y'all's little clicky groups or anything like that with all of the like gossip and toxicity. I don't even want to go down that hole with y'all. Like that seems like that's kind of like not a thing I want to do. Yeah, because it doesn't give me a sense of success or like joy or pleasure. Y'all not celebrating me, like y'all just collecting like in private or something. So I do feel like on a personal level, there's something that you're like, I ain't got time for that. I got a new life that's creating itself over here, and I need to be over there when it get here. Tables turned. Yeah, see, tables turned, and then another 3. Boom. Tables turned. So you get a message. I don't think that this is just a message, like an intuitive message, but it may be for some of y'all, because it could be like some numbers. Y'all could get some numbers downloaded, like on how to play the lotto or something. But definitely some instruction. Okay, what's that that's flipped over here? Shiite. Yeah, side eyes. So I feel like there's definitely a sense of people doubting you, not celebrating you. But trade, tables turned. Maybe they didn't respect your trade, maybe they didn't respect your craft, but something is about to change that. Okay, change that, because whatever side eyes and trying to like play you down. There's a quote that I came across one time, and it's talked about like fools will definitely see your value and try to diminish it, or try to make like they couldn't benefit from it, right? So it says keep yourself out of company of fools who will deny your gifts or deny your light or something like that. It was just stay away from them people. Okay, so let me see. Let's get one more shuffle here and see what else we get. Okay, 88. Forgive yourself and leech. Okay, yeah. So for some of you, forgive yourself for needing and requiring for being so desperate for acceptance and attention, or whatever it is for you. Forgive yourself for allowing like this leechy energy to be in your life. Forgive yourself for desperation, because I feel like, with options and leech, I just feel like it's like if something shows up and you like latch onto it, because that might not, nothing better might come, so I feel like if you've been giving something opportunity after opportunity, then the root of that is because you don't think something better is going to come. Okay. So just process that. Remember, we said you were getting to the roots of something. Okay. You were realizing that a pattern was playing out. Something happened that brought it to your attention, like a glitch brought it to your attention. Okay. See, look, ignorance is bliss. You can't ignore it anymore, though. So now you got somebody hiding from you. Prince and the Pauper. Okay. All right. That's that. So let's see what kind of spell you guys can use for this new moon cycle for group 6. What kind of spell or ritual? Actually, let's read the glitch card first. Reality is a fragile and subjective operating system. All machines are subject to occasional minor malfunctions and overrides. Perhaps you zoned out. That's it. So somebody could have went into a trance and had some type of experience. I actually just envisioned you sitting on a sofa with somebody and going into a trance, and this person was looking at you, not understanding what was happening, or trying to help or whatever, because they didn't get it. They didn't know what was going on. That's interesting. Okay, interesting. All right, so now let's get y'all this ritual. What ritual or spell can you use during this new moon cycle? Ooh, a banishing spell. Come on now. Yes. Yes, 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 a banishing spell. Banishing broom spell. After a negative event in your neighborhood or home, sprinkle salt outside your front door and pray aloud. Sweep, sweep, sweep all around. All negativity must be bound. I banish all that is profane. Only the good and the positive shall remain. Okay. So it also tells you that you should look up the significance of brooms, spiritual significance of brooms. Okay. Oh, dang, y'all had another one. Nope. That's all y'all get. I'll tell y'all what they were, though. Eclipse enchantment. It's a moon spell. And elixir of love is a love spell. Okay. So 2 energies that maybe be working with you this time around. So that is everything, y'all. That's all I got. I want to go ahead and give you guys a light worker message. If you are here, you're likely on this journey, could benefit from connecting with light worker energy, or are indeed a light worker yourself. Okay, so let's see what we get for you. What do you want for the light workers who will see this video? What do you want them to receive? What information do you want them to hear? Okay, earth healing. Okay. Look at that. So there's definitely some angels, some kids, some earthlings getting new missions on how to care for Gaia. I also feel with earth healing, I just feel like earth element healing is also a thing. Remember how I said you was going to get a message, a note or something? Look at that angel giving it to the baby. So, and then look this child peering through the darkness. This is number 38. So that's an 11. So yeah, definitely an initiation or an opening, doorway opening. There's also this windy path all the way up to this mountain up back here. So I feel like earth healing is a journey. It's a shamanic journey. Maybe you are being given, maybe remembering something that you were given as a child, a relic, or even just a dream. Okay. But either way, there is this path. Now, earth healing, like I said, could be the earth element, your body, your money, your home, your family. Okay. Either way, I feel like you're an earth angel Yeah, definitely an earth angel here for us here as a collective. All right, an initiation by air. Okay, I love that. So that's all I got for us. Definitely some information. That was confirmation, I think, for many of us about this message, right? That's coming down. All right, that's all I got for y'all. So until next time, if you like this video, then make sure you hit that like. If you've been here and you still here, make sure you subscribe because obviously you like it. So if you want to donate to the channel, book a reading, anything like that, then the information is in the description box. Until next time, peace.